Good morning and welcome to this week's edition of Our Degree News, our weekly video update to keep you fully informed about the exciting events here at the Our Degree Learning Federation. And what an exciting week it's been after half term. We had an action-packed week. There's some pictures to give you a flavour of what went on. Here's Dancing Darren, who helped us celebrate Diwali, dancing with every class in the school. That's Infant and Junior. We had first aid training for year 6, teaching our children the importance of first aid. Have a look at some of these pictures to give you a flavour of what went on. And last but by no means least, a victorious netball team, mixed netball team, competing in their league competition. I think they're through to the quarterfinals now, won all their matches. Congratulations boys and girls, and good luck for the next stage of the competition. Before half term, if you've been watching our video updates, we did a little bit of a feature about the importance of reading. And today, Cherry class are going to sort of help us think a little bit about mathematics. We have what we call a mastery approach to mathematics at Our Degree, a curriculum designed to make the children think, not just about getting the right answers, but thinking very carefully as to why they got the right answers and are there different ways in which they can get the correct answer too. But before we talk a little bit about that, the children are going to challenge you, a little bit of a mental mathematical question for you. So get your thinking hats on, and it's over to Cherry class.
Think of a number, any number.
Double it. Add on 6. Half it. Take away the number you first thought of. That's your magic number. Remember it. Think of a shape with the same number of sides as your magic number. So if A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, D is 4 and so on, give your number a letter.
Think of a pet that begins with your letter.
Think of a vegetable that you pull out of the ground beginning with your magic letter. Think of a Premiership football team that begins with your letter.
Well remembered children, I hope you all got that. So let us just have a think if we got the right answer. Yeah, think hard. Well, if you've listened carefully and if you've mastered this problem, then we think that, yes, your magic number was 3, the shape was a triangle. You gave it a letter, that would have been letter C. When we're talking about the pet, and Marnie asked you about the pet, I think you would have probably picked a cat. We asked you about a vegetable. I think that was Miley, asked you for a vegetable to pull out of the ground. That was a carrot. We then went on and talked about Premiership football team. Might have caught you here, because I do think there are 2 Premiership football teams, boys, that begin with that letter. Crystal Palace or Chelsea. We don't really mind which one you picked, but actually, you know what? That's magic maths. We hope you enjoyed that problem, and you're probably wondering how we actually knew the answers. Well, perhaps ask your son or daughter and they might well work it out for you. That's what we call mastery maths. It's trying to get children to work on a problem and to reason as to why a problem should be answered in a certain way. So to end today, you know, in school, it's a little bit different to when you and I were in school. Maths is maths, but perhaps a different approach. So one of the things we've been talking to the children about throughout the school is, you know, just because you get a right answer doesn't necessarily mean all the time you really understand what you're doing, and that's the basis of mastery maths. And even when we've finished a piece of mathematical work, we'd encourage the children to ask some questions. Here's some of the questions that Cherry have been asking themselves and their classmates in their maths lessons this term. Over to you children.
Think you finished your math? No you haven't. Ask yourself one of these questions.
Why does it work?
How does it work?
Does it work all of the time?
Find someone still working and help them understand it better. What's the tricky bit?
Can you show your thinking in a different way?
Create a problem that applies to this concept.
What other areas of maths links with this lesson?
Can you draw or write a summary of what you've learnt?
Thank you, children, for sharing those questions with us. Some very difficult questions, but that's what we're trying to do, to deepen our children's mathematical knowledge, their mathematical skills, and of course their mathematical understanding. Great input, children, today. Thank you very much. Whoever's watched this video, wherever you are, have a great week, and we'll see you next week. Goodbye.